Bagofsoup coming at you with another test server weekend. This is test server 2.8.2, and we're really testing a lot of the same things we've already tested before. One of the things that we are testing though is the buff to the Rog, the Rogatka. Everything once again at this test server weekend is running at level 8. But basically, if you count full stats, the Rog would get buffed hit points wise up to 150,000 at level 12, and it would get the speed increase from 48 kilometers an hour to 60, and be pretty much the fastest medium out there. So that's pretty exciting, and we're going to test out a couple of the Rogs, including here the new paint job on there. So we are in an unshielded bot, and we're going to have to be real careful for I see a lot of Furies with the Zeuses out there, and we'll have to be careful for that because they like to hit jumping bots, and we'll have to watch to stay out of range of other plasma bots as well, and even guys with Molots and Punishers that can stay out of our range. So we also have to remember we've got this new jump, faster jump now, so we can really get out of danger like in this situation if guys come at us. The big question for me is I've always loved the Rog. I've got one leveled to 9 and upgrading to level 10 this weekend, and I'm excited for this change, but I'm thinking, what would I take out of my lineup to fit the Rog in? My two choices would be a Galahad Rockets or a Griffin Rockets, a DB Griffin. And so I'm sitting here going, is it worth it to put this guy in as a beacon runner with the speed, even though he's not going to have the shield of the Galahad or the firepower of the Griffin? And so that's where I'm kind of stuck. So this will be a neat test server weekend to kind of work on that idea and see what I would switch out. You know, we got just a few precious spots in our hangar to use. So, man, I could have taken that Fury out if I had just reloaded one more time here. So once again, we got to use our jump as wisely and quickly as possible. That was neither there. And so we'll get out of here. And honestly, the tarans are great because they have the extra range. They've got the quick reload, which I like. But they don't have a good shield busting capability, so it's not a bot you want to sit out in the open with. And that's why, honestly, if I was going to run it, I think I would do the orkans here, because if I get into a situation with the shield bot, I can break right through his shield. So that's what I'm going to be concentrating a little bit more on. But I just got to get used to running a plasma bot out in the open like a Rog again, because I'm so used to depending on the Gareth or Galahad or Lancelot shield. But we'll test it out here this weekend and just get some good practice. Also, we'll be talking about how to kill other Rogs, because obviously you're going to see all these jumping and running Rogs everywhere. And the secret to doing it, honestly, is to wait till the end of their jump. Right when they come down after a jump is the best time. You fake them out a little bit with a couple shots. Wait for them to jump like this guy waited for me to jump, and then you nail him after he hits. And so that's going to be the way to do that. This guy knows that already, so we're going to be in for a little bit of a Rog duel, it looks like. And once again, just wait for him to land and then take him out. So, oh man, Carnage. I mean, Fury tried it, so we'll have to deal with. But man, I do love the mobility. This guy's real fun to use, and it's got great mobility when you can get in and out of the open. Also, we're testing out the Leo has a new skin, and so we're testing that out. You know, not much to test other than looks. I really like it. It reminds me of the Shield Bot's skin, and pretty fun. A lot of people call the Leo the poor man's Lancelot, just because if you can't afford a Lancelot, this is the closest thing matching speed and firepower, and it may not have the shield, so you have to get real used to using it out in the open and using cover like a Patton or a Griffin. But man, this guy is great if used rightly. I still have to learn how to get over using my shields all the time. Kind of a handicap. And we better catch up on some beacons. But I know some guys in our Reapers clan that use a Leo with Thunders and Magnum, among other setups, and they do 1 million damage with him quite often. I mean, he packs a punch. So just like I said, getting used to the idea of running non-shielded again and using cover wisely. But unlike Terrans, the Magnums never have to reload, and that Thunder can do some huge damage up close. It can also take out Ansel shields when needed, so that's great. You just, once again, just got to get used to sticking behind cover, which I'm not so great at with the Leo yet, but we'll be working on it. But yeah, he can break through some shields pretty quick if you get some shots into a guy before he can target you. I think a lot of people underestimate the Leo and just don't take into account its massive hit points. So far it's doing pretty well for us, and once again, I still got to get used to how to run it properly. Let's see, but I do like that new skin. It's kind of hard to tell on Canyon what it looks like with the sun hitting it from this angle, so we'll check it out from the other sides. But I would buy this skin with the Leo I run. I run a long range Leo. Okay, now I don't know what this Fury is running here. If he's running Tridents, we're pretty dead. There's another Leo down there that I could partner up with if I can ever get there. But you can watch these Magnums just take out guys. So once again, if you don't have a Fury and can't afford it, you know, Natasha's a great substitute, and if you don't have a Lancelot and can't afford it, go for a Leo. Those are just two great choices to get in the meantime, and they run very similar. The other thing I want to run this weekend is not necessarily on the test server, but because we have all these jumping Rogs everywhere that are unshielded, I figured a Fury with Zeus's would be a great counter to it, because you can hit them in the air, it tracks them and auto locks on. That's one reason. And because it's the test server, we may also have some guys running whatever they want with you know, all the extra gold they get in the test server. And we know a lot of guys are running Ancelots lately. And Adrian Chong on his channel, which you should definitely check out, he had talked about the Fury Zeus being a great shield buster against an Ancelot. Number one, the Zeuses go right through the Ansel shield, so you don't have to worry about that. But the Zeuses can break through the physical shield on a Lancelot that's equal leveled in just 3 volleys. With 5-second reload, that could be anywhere from 11 to 15 seconds, and you could break through Ancelot's shield. So we'll give it a test here. We got one more Lancelot out there. This is a perfect opportunity. And I love the Zeus to hit jumping Griffins, fast-moving Stalkers, to outpace Fury Tridents, all sorts of things. So with this Lance, I can either wait till it turns sideways and then strike, or I can just keep hitting him with the Zeus is right on his shield. And within, once again, 3 to 4 shots, he's going to be already taking damage pretty quickly. So that was a pretty fast match there. But we got to test out the Rog and its quick jump and speed. Got to test out the Leo and its firepower with the new skin. And I got to test out the Fury Zeus's a little bit there at the end as well. And we'll take a look and see how we did. Not too bad. Not too bad at all there. Let's take a look at what this top guy was running. Let's see. He's testing out the new Rog, and that's about it as far as new things go. And once again, there's an Ancelot that we could practice with our Fury Zeus on. But hopefully you got a look at some of the new things we're testing this weekend. Really, it's mostly new skins on the Destrier, the Vityaz, the Leo, Griffin, and Rog. And so we've got 3 of those skins right here to check out. And also we're testing out the Rog buff. Apparently the moon map is out there as well to test. Now we've already tested that before. Once again, we've tested everything for this weekend in the past few weekends, but definitely want to give the new things another shot and see what we think about them. I'd love to hear your comments in the comments section below. What do you think about the Rog speed and hit points buff? Do you think it's worth it? Would you rather run Terrans or Orkans on it, or something else? And would you like to purchase the Rog skin or the new Griffin skin here? or the new Leo skin. There's also the Destrier and Vityaz skins as well. Just let me know. And like I said, if you like the video, please click like, and you can subscribe to the channel as well. We've got more content coming out this weekend. And what we'll do right now is we'll jump into one more battle and see if we can get that moon map. That would be pretty cool. And give that a test. Well, here we go. Got the moon map. This is going to be a jumping bot's paradise. And I'm going to definitely start with the Rog. With other Rogs out there, in that case, I'm going to start with the Tarans. I think the Tarans are a better Rog killer because A, the Rog is unshielded, and B, the Tarans track better against fast moving bots and jumping bots like Griffins and Rogs. So that's what I would do. I will save the orkans for when we start running into shield bots out there. Now, if you are using orkans or pinatas and you have to hit a fast moving Rog or Griffin, what you can do is just once again wait for them to land, and when they land, then you can take them out. So we'll see how we're doing against this Rog here. And once again, Tarans are the way to go in that case. Unfortunately, against everything else, it seems like orkans is the better way to go here. Let's just stay up on here for a little bit and see if we can take some of these guys out from above before they notice us. You can kind of hit shield bots like that before they realize that you're there. And we'll go ahead and come down and cap that beacon. Get a nice little view of the skyline there. This is that new moon map. It's got all the new textures on it now. And a really fun, neat map. They've really tried to make sure this has a lot of good close quarters places to hide and fight. And you don't have to deal with snipers as much. We do have to deal with that aphid guy, and he's using that ramp real well, so we'll watch for him. But with the Rog speed and quicker cooldown on the jump, that's going to really help us to avoid aphids and orkans in this case. So let's dive down here, kind of watch for this guy. Yeah, he's definitely a fun bot to run. I was holding my Rog at level 4 for the longest time, and finally started to upgrade it up higher when it got the last speed buff. We're going to have to try and out corner shoot this guy. He looks like he knows what he's doing. And we're also down on beacons, so that's something to think about here. Alright. Now, he's finally made a move in. This is our opportunity to take him out before he notices us. So that was great for us. Now I'm going to go ahead and reload the guns and back off. Right into a corner. Perfect. Okay, so the best way to take on a fast-moving Lancelot is to try to run around him in circles if you can. I'm going to go ahead and use this opportunity to test out the orkans on the Rog. That's what I normally prefer more with him if we're not dealing with all these other Rogs out there. So in a normal match, you'll probably find me running orkans instead to deal with all the shield bots out there. Let's go ahead and see if we can soften up this Lancelot here and help our other buddy out and stay right behind this this pole as he reloads. We can also try to close the distance on him and get under his shield while he's dealing with that other guy here. We can try to circle him faster, hopefully, than he can hit us, and take him out that way. And we got him. So that worked. That's a real easy and fun way to take out other Lancelots with this faster Rog. This is definitely a beacon runner option for sure. This guy can definitely get around the map. This match is almost over, so we're going to try and cap every beacon we can here and see if we can nail that Natasha guy there. Now he's got the ramp. We can't really run up the side of that, but we can jump and try and take him out while he's targeting somebody else, and we need to get a beacon anyway, so we're going to go try and do that. Almost got him there. Let's see if we can grab this beacon and finish the last little bit of him off. And who will finish who off first? Looks like we barely got him. Let's try and stay behind this Lancelot here for a second. Man, that guy looks dangerous to our orkans, so we'll try and cover him as best as we can here. But he's got tarans, so he's really trying to work through that guy. So I'm not going to work on that guy. I'm going to go ahead and work on the Rog here, since he doesn't have a shield to deal with. I'll let the Lancelot with orkans deal with the Lancelot with tarans deal with the Fujin, since he can shoot right through that shield. So that was a quick match, but we did pretty well there. The point, once again, is not to win right now, but just to test out the different items. And we got to test out the Rogs again, and they do pretty well on that moon map. A lot of fun places to jump over and hide, so that was definitely a lot of fun. We just didn't have a lot of beacon help on our team. Anyway, I hope you've been enjoying this look at the test server. And of course, we got the new look of the Rogs here. And I like that new look. I like the redone green paint job. And obviously we talked about the new paint job as well here. The Anarchy look as well, so that'll be nice. This is test server 2.8, and we are currently in the live version of the game, live version 2.7. So theoretically, all these items should be coming out with the next update, which really could be any week now at this point. New Griffin skin, which I really like. I like that green, either Army Green or Luck of the Irish, which I'll take. And of course, I really do like the Leo, and I do use a Leo, a long-range sniper Leo with geckos. But he's pretty powerful, so this is definitely a cool bot to run, and I'd grab that skin. Looks like a shield bot there. And then once again, with all these Rogs out there, the Fury is a great option with the Zeus's there. So that's it. That's Bagofsoup coming from the test server. If you have any comments or requests, anything you'd like me to test out this weekend, please let me know in the comment section below. Click like if you like the video and share it. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. That's it, and I hope to see you out there on the battlefield.